to Mystic Soul Tarot. My name is Jess, and today we're gonna be doing kind of like a little bit of a different video. I've always really wanted to read for the signs, just, you know, in general, do a very general reading for you guys. I'm just not sure exactly how I want to divide the videos up. I didn't know if I wanted to do like a separate video for each sign or if I wanted to combine them. Today I think I'm just going to do 4 signs per video, and I'm gonna have the timestamps down below. So this first video is gonna be for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And then the other 2 videos will have the other 8 signs on them. So I'm shuffling on camera today. I'm just going ahead and pulling 3 cards for you guys. If they pop out, then wonderful. If not, then we'll go ahead and pull some for you guys. And I'm going to be starting with Aries. I'm going to be trying to keep it at about 3 cards. So it's going to be work, love, and guidance from your spirit guides. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm not sure exactly how long this video will be. I'm just going to kind of speak on the cards that come up, but it's not going to be a super in-depth reading. Like I said, it's only about 3 cards per sign, just because I know there's 12 signs and it would kind of be kind of a lengthy video. I'm not sure if I'm going to be reading doing general readings for signs on this YouTube channel all the time. I've kind of been thinking about having pick-a-cards on here and more generalized messages on here, and then doing the signs on my Instagram, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get into it. We can figure all that out later. So Aries. What does the sign of Aries need to know? Now, I'm not asking for a specific, you know, time for this. Whenever you find this video, I believe that's when you were meant to hear the message. So I'm not asking for any specific, you know, I'm not asking for August or anything like that. Just in general, what does the sign of Aries need to know at the time of watching this video? And today I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. It is a very powerful deck. I feel like it gives very accurate readings, but it does not sugarcoat. So yeah, it'll be very interesting. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm also going to be pulling a self-care card for each sign as well. Just, you know, self-care is always nice, and we could always use a lot of it. So apologize if there's a lot of background noise. It's Saturday, so of course pretty much everybody is home. It was also raining earlier, so if it starts raining again, it might pick up on the mic. I hope you guys are doing wonderful, especially with everything. Considering, I'm not going to get into it because we all know, but yeah. All right, so for Aries, 3 cards, please. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more, see if any pop out, and now we'll go ahead and pull some. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune came out for you. Awesome. So Aries, right off the bat, I could tell you that there's some big changes coming. Well, that was a terrible shuffle. Sorry about that. It's like when I'm on camera, I can't shuffle well. It's weird. So yeah, some big changes coming for you. The Wheel of Fortune is a card all about big changes. So when you think of the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like very indicative of change in season, but not literal. Not, you know, going from summer to fall, or, you know, fall to winter. It's one chapter ending and a new one coming. So kind of like changes synonymous with the changing of the tide, changing of the seasons, changes of moon cycles and planetary alignments, just big changes, you know. It's always a very exciting card. Like if I had to pinpoint the energy, it'd be like the last day of school or something, or the last day of school before like a big either vacation, holiday. Just it feels like in the air there's something coming. There's something big coming. All right, I'm gonna shuffle just a little bit more and then see if any other cards pop up. If not, we'll just go ahead and pull some. 2 more cards for Aries, please. Okay. All right, so like I said, it's going to be work, love, and guidance from your spirit guides. So for work, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe you're in the middle of a career change, a big career change, or you've been looking for another job and you're not sure exactly if the opportunity is going to present itself. You're not sure when exactly it'll present itself. But this card coming up tells me that there is a big change for you coming. And the fact that it was in your work card space tells me that there is a significant change coming to your work life. So you might be about to start a new job. You might be about to quit a job and start your own business. Whatever the case may be, this is a card signaling that change. So there's going to be a big change. And I'm actually going to pull a clarifier card for you for that, because we want to know what kind of change it'll be. And the card of the Mother of Swords came up. So I feel like this just represents mental clarity. So now you feel like you're at a later stage in your life where you finally know what you want to do, you know what you love to do, you know what you want to make a career out of. So this Mother of Swords card as a clarifier just tells me that you have this new mental clarity. You know exactly what you want to do and you know the steps to take to get there. So yeah, whatever changes are coming in your work life, they're going to be changes that you have been thinking about and have been kind of counting the pros and cons of it. And now it's finally a time to act, and those changes are coming, and it's coming fast. So this is what I see for your work. And then for your love life. So you got the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is all a card about kind of like a final push, and putting in like a final last effort. So maybe if you've been in a relationship that you weren't sure if it's going in the right direction, if you should continue to see this person, you're not sure exactly where this relationship is heading, or if you feel like you've been putting a lot of work, if you're single, if you've been putting a lot of work into yourself and been, working a lot on kind of transforming your negative traits and, just a lot of personal self-healing and self-work that you've been doing. Keep doing it because you're so close. The 9 of Wands is all about being almost right there. So whether you're in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and you feel like you're not sure where it's going, I feel like this card is telling you to hang in there because you're almost there. You're almost at that 10 of Wands, which the 10 of Wands is a card all about happiness, stability, commitment, so this is just a card telling us that you're on the right path, you're almost there, and to not give up because you're so close to achieving what you want. And if you're single, like I said, it's the card, to me, this card is telling you, if you're single, to, keep working on yourself, keep doing your thing, because it's going to pay off, and love is going to be finding you very soon, probably a lot sooner than you expect. And then for your guidance, you have the Hierophant. So this is a card about kind of tradition, not so much tradition like, you know, tradition in the sense of getting married, or tradition in the sense of, you know, just kind of like what we normally define something as traditional to be. This is, to me, this is more of a card of stay high in your morals, stay high in your, you know, ethics and how you present yourself, what you do. You're someone, Aries, you're someone who's very, very, you know, it's hard to put the exact words together sometimes, but you're someone who knows what he or she is about. You know what you can take, what you can't take. You're someone who's very, very strong, and who has, you know, their morals and their principles very, very kind of like defined for each person. For each, you know, Aries person, I have a lot of Aries in my family, and they are people who are very, very kind of strong-willed and brave, and just very sure of themselves, and, you know, have their principles very, you know, they live very closely to what they feel is right and what they believe to be true. So I feel like this card is just really signifying that, and the fact that it came out in the position as guidance from your spirit guides, I feel like they just really want you to be true to yourself, be true to your values, and you're definitely on the right path in regards to your work and relationship. You know, you just want to make sure not to compromise who you are. You don't want to lose yourself in, you know, in the pursuit for either this better job or this, you know, relationship, whatever it may be, whatever you're looking for. You just want to remain true to yourself and to your values and principles. All right, Aries, so this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you, and thank you so much for watching. We're going to get into Taurus next. Okay, general reading for the sign of Taurus. Hi, Taurus, welcome. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. So we're going to be pulling a work, love, and guidance from your spirit guides cards today. If there's any clarifiers that need to be picked, we'll do that. Ooh, I actually just remembered I forgot to do a self-care card for Aries. Sorry about that, Aries. I'm so sorry. Okay, self-care card for Aries. We're just going to put this to the side real quick. I can't forget about my Aries people. What self-care does the sign of Aries need to focus on for this month? Or just in general? Whenever you watch this video is when the message was supposed to get to you. So we're going to trust that this was the right time for you to find this video whenever you may be watching it. Oh, that one kind of flipped over. Make an altar. All right, Aries, so this is your self-care for this video, I guess. So maybe even if you're not someone who's a spiritual, you know, maybe maybe you're not a spiritual person, but an altar doesn't necessarily even have to be, you know, spiritual all of the time. So if you're not a spiritual person, you know, have your altar be just things that make you happy. You know, maybe art that you really like. You can make a vision board, you know, vision board of things you want to achieve, you know, flowers, whatever, you know, crystals, just anything that makes you happy. Maybe kind of dedicate a space to that in your home. Somewhere where you can see it a lot. see it often, and that just, you know, that wonderful energy around you of things that you love and aspire to, just having that near you is going to make a world of difference. And if you are someone spiritual, then if you haven't made an altar already, I strongly recommend it. It doesn't have to be you know, somewhere too obvious. Maybe you live in a house with a lot of other people. Trust me, I've been there. And you just kind of, you know, don't want to put too much of your things or yourself on display like that. That's perfectly fine. You know, an altar can be in any space where you just feel comfortable in. And like I said, if you are spiritual, just make yourself a little altar. It doesn't have to be big to start off with, or even ever, to be honest. You put flowers. If you follow and you know, ask for guidance from a specific deity, you can, you know, put that, candles, just whatever is true to your spirituality and to your experience that you're having in this you know, on this plane. Just go ahead and create a little safe space to where you can relax, unwind, maybe meditate near. Yeah, so I feel like this is really good advice for you guys, just to make your own little space where you feel secure and comfortable and happy to be around. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Taurus, and I'm so sorry that I forgot. All right, so Taurus. What does the sign of Taurus need to know at this moment? What does the sign of Taurus need to know specifically at this moment? I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. If no cards pop out, I'm going to go ahead and pull some for you guys. What does the sign of Taurus need to know at this time, whenever they click on this video? Okay. All right, Taurus, so for work, you got the 8 of Wands. Ooh, interesting. For love, you got the Daughter of Cups. And for guidance, you got the 9 of Wands. Very interesting. This card just came up for Aries. So maybe you have Aries in your chart as well. All right, so your work card. And then at the base of your pile was the Chariot. Something told me to check, so. All right, so for work, 8 of Wands. So this is a card all about fast movement. So if you've been applying for jobs, if you've considering starting your own business, whatever you've been thinking of doing career-wise, this card is saying that there's some major changes coming, and they're going to be coming a lot sooner than you expect. So yeah, the 8 of Wands is all about fast-moving energy. Maybe, you know, news coming to you really quickly, a lot sooner than you expect. So if you've applied for a job and you're waiting to hear back from them, or if you're just starting out on something, this card is telling us that, you know, something big is coming, and it's coming very, very soon. And especially with the Chariot being at the base of your pile, the Chariot is also a card about things moving quickly, you know, and action being taken. So if you've been working on something, yeah, this is definitely an indicator that things are going to be changing really quickly for you, and yes, just some major changes are coming. And then for your love card, you got the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups in the Standard Tarot. So this could be representing you. You know, it's just a very, as an energy card, this card tells us about someone who is very loving, very nurturing, someone who is very in tune with their emotions. It could be a water sign, it could be that you're dealing with a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. Either way, if you've started a relationship with somebody, this card is describing them. So this card is saying that there's someone who's very loving, or it could also, if you're not in a relationship, it could be that you're about to meet someone who's going to be, you know, very sweet. Right off the bat, you're going to feel a connection to this person. Right off the bat, you're going to know that they have this very loving energy about them, and there's someone who's very emotionally mature and just very in tune with their emotions. So yeah, this card is basically saying that there's going to be someone in your life. It could also represent you. Either way, there's going to be somebody in your life who is very loving and nurturing. So that's always lovely to see. I'm going to actually pull a clarifier card for you guys for love. Please clarify the love card for Taurus. Clarify the Daughter of Cups card for the sign of Taurus. Okay, the Ten of Wands. So I feel like the Ten of Wands is a card of feeling like something you originally started was, you know, has kind of become a burden to you. So maybe you've started a relationship where it started off as, you know, something, you know, really nice, and you felt like you had a really good connection with this person, but maybe it eventually evolved into something that was too much, you know, too much for you. It just wasn't the connection that you were hoping for. It wasn't someone, you know, whoever you ended up being with, you maybe felt like that person wasn't the same person that you got into the relationship with. So whatever, you know, whether this connection is old, whether you just met this person, I feel like it's telling you to not rush into anything too quickly. You know, if you've just met this person and they feel like you feel very connected to them, but maybe there's something in the back of your mind kind of holding you back. Just make sure that you don't jump too fast into anything, because you want to be sure that this person is someone who you really want to be with. So yeah, I feel like this as a clarifier card is just saying, you know, don't jump too fast into anything. Trust your intuition. The fact that this kind of came up for this as a clarifier kind of makes me think that this card is not so much describing the person you're gonna meet, but mostly describing you. So we see this like very soft, I don't know if it's a duck or a goose or something, but just like you could tell it's like a little sweet innocent animal that has all this love to give, represented by the cup up here, you know, has all this love to give, but maybe is someone that is easily taken advantage of, you know, in the sense that they're very sweet and very loving, and other people tend to take advantage of that. So now that this came up as a clarifier, I feel like it's just letting you know to, you know, be careful who you give certain parts of yourself to, because not everybody is going to be as loving as you are, you know. And if this isn't representing you and is representing possibly someone you're already in a relationship with, I feel like there's a lot going on that could be, you know, kind of putting some distance between you two. I just feel like there's a, you know, a sense of being overwhelmed with the Ten of Wands. So there's a sense of being overwhelmed and just feeling like there's a lot on your plate right now, and maybe that's currently affecting your relationship. But if you're single and you've recently met somebody or you haven't met somebody yet, I feel like this is just letting you know that maybe love isn't the most important thing right now, and maybe you have a lot, you know, going on. You want to make sure not to get too overwhelmed, and that's what the Ten of Wands is kind of warning about. You know, don't get too overwhelmed. Be very careful who you give yourself to, and if you're in a relationship, you want to make sure to take time out to really communicate, you know, what's bothering you. Don't let these wands stack up, you know. Don't let this this turn into, you know, something more when it can be this. I hope I'm making sense. Sorry. You don't want to let something small, you know, get too big by not talking about it and not sharing it with your partner. You know, you want to make sure that you don't end up in this position where you feel overwhelmed and feel like a relationship or a person is a burden to you. You know, communication is very, very important. So yeah, take from that what you will. If it doesn't resonate in terms of love, please consider checking out your Venus sign. As we all know, or you know, as zodiac and horoscopes and astrology works, your sun sign is kind of like your main personality traits. Your moon sign is your kind of like deep emotions. Rising sign is kind of like how the world sees you just right off the bat. And then your Venus sign is kind of like more of your love life. So, but maybe and hopefully this does resonate for you. So for guidance from your spirit guides, you got the Nine of Wands. So as a guidance card, I see this as do not give up. You know, whatever is currently maybe weighing you down, as represented by these 10 of Wands, whatever is stressing you out and whatever you've been working hard on, don't give up, because you're almost there. You know, 10 is the number of completeness and wholeness and the end, you know, finishing a cycle. So 9 coming right before that is just saying that you're almost there. You're almost at the place where you want to be. You're almost at this you know, happiness and completion here. So you just want to make sure to not give up and to you know, just keep pushing and fighting for what you want and what you've been working towards. All right, Taurus, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a self-care card for you. What self-care should Taurus be practicing? What self-care should Taurus be practicing? Okay, so this card flipped over and it was at the top, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this one. So it says clean your space. So I feel like, especially with this 10 of Wands energy, it's just, it feels like so cluttered and overbearing and just too much, that I feel like this card really goes with this. It's saying, you know, maybe put on some music that you really love, you know, maybe pour you a little bit wine, smoke you a little bit, you know, just whatever, and just relax, you know, feel the energy out, and then just cleanse, you know. And by cleanse, I mean just get rid of anything that's not making you happy, and it, you know, this could be literal, as in literally clean your space, but it could be also metaphorical, as in, you know, just get rid of things in your life that no longer make you happy and no longer serve you, and just, you know, wipe your slate clean so that you can have all of this new energy and new, yeah, just new blessings coming in. So I feel like cleansing your space is going to really help, because I just feel like there's kind of like an energy of being overwhelmed here. A lot of fast moving energy, and then, you know, kind of feeling cluttered and overwhelmed with the 10 of Wands. and then working really hard and almost achieving what you need to achieve with the Nine of Wands. So yeah, just take this card as you will, take the advice from this card as you will, as it resonates for you. And yeah, just, I feel like clean slate is the message here. Clean slate. Just whatever's been bogging you down, try to, you know, get rid of it so that you can allow bigger and better things into your life. All right, Taurus, so that has been your reading. I wish you guys the best of luck with anything coming your way. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you. Now we're going to go ahead and get right into Gemini. All right, Gemini. I hope you guys are having a lovely day so far. We're going to be pulling 3 cards for you today. We're going to do work, relationship, and guidance. And if no cards pop out, we're just going to go ahead and pull some for you guys. All right, what does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know at the moment of watching this video? The Nine of Swords. So Gemini, you've been going through a period of a lot of self-doubt, maybe in relation to your work life. You've been maybe having a lot of fear and anxiety around a decision you have to make. Something, I see you being like caught between 2 choices that you have to make. And this is in regards to love, but you know, a lot of times, you know, areas in our life can overlap. You know, work can influence our love life and vice versa. So I feel like there's a lot of anxiety and fear that you've been having, be it in relation to your job, be it in relation to your love life, and you're kind of torn between 2 things. And it's possible that it's even been keeping you up at night. So one more card, especially this card, would be so important for you guys. It's going to be the guidance card. What guidance do your spirit guides want you to know? Some guidance for Gemini. Okay, excuse me because it kind of fell all across the land. Father of Swords. All right, Gemini. I feel like card is very much representing you. And then at the base of your pile, you got the 8 of Pentacles, which I'm just going to put to the side here as your clarifier. All right, Gemini. So like I said, I feel like you've been going through something that's been really, you know, affecting you, keeping you up at night. Especially with the eyeballs here, I just feel like you've been going over this over and over again in your mind. You've been really considering something, and it's been really affecting how, you know, how you go about your day. I feel like you've been having a lot of anxiety and fear in relation to whatever choice you have to make here. And the reason I say choice is because you have the 2 of Swords here. So the 2 of Swords came out for your love card. So maybe you've been considering whether you should start a relationship with somebody, or maybe you've been considering, you know, 2 people that you really like or that really have feelings for you. Whatever this is that you're kind of like torn between, it's definitely having an effect in your work life possibly, or like I said, vice versa. So maybe whatever's been keeping you up and been stressing you out in relation to work has kind of made it to where you have to pick between maybe your work, your partner, I see you being between 2 choices, and that it's really, really affecting, you know, your the other aspects of your life. So with the 8 of Pentacles being your clarifier card, I feel like you've been very, very busy, and you're just kind of like maybe you're a little lost at the moment. Maybe you feel a little bit lost, or like you feel kind of stuck. Maybe you've been feeling stuck in something, or maybe you feel stuck in regards to this decision that you have to make. So the Eight of Pentacles is a card about kind of being in control of one's finances, you know, making business decisions, or starting a business in regards to a talent you already have, or something that you're good at. So maybe you've kind of been conflicted on whether or not you should start a business, or start, you know, working on a project that you've been kind of passionate about. Or maybe the fact that have all this anxiety and this fear is kind of keeping you from achieving this kind of like financial independence and success that you're hoping to achieve. Or maybe you've been, I don't know, maybe you've been just, I feel like whatever choice you have to make is really, really affecting your career. I'm not sure if the choice that you have to make is in regards to your love life or your career, but I feel like there's a lot of career-oriented stuff right here. So whatever you've been stressing about, I feel like it could be a business that you recently started, or you're thinking of starting a business, or you just have this creative idea in mind that you really want to get off the ground, but you're kind of torn about something. You know, you're kind of indecisive when it comes to something. Like maybe you know what you have to do, it's just you're not sure exactly how to get there. And then with your guidance card, you have the Father of Swords. I feel like this is representing you. You know, this is air energy card, and this tells us about clarity of mind. So knowing what you have to do, having the wisdom that you need and the tools you need to achieve it. I'm gonna pull one more card for you, because I feel like, especially with the Two of Swords here, the Two of Swords is a card of like, you know, kind of what you have to do. You're just afraid to make that decision. And I feel like it's really, really been affecting you and really keeping you up at night. So whatever this work-related decision is, I feel like the guidance from your spirit guides is saying that they know that it's a hard decision to make, but you already know what you have to do. You already know what you need to do in order to get to this, you know, these Eight of Pentacles, to get to this spot where you're content and happy and fulfilled and have this material, you know, security. So I feel like they're saying, you know exactly what you need to do. You may not be as torn as you think, or you're afraid to make this choice, and it is keeping you up at night, and it's excuse me, it's keeping you up at night, and it's really affecting you. But you know exactly what needs to be done, and it could be like a very hard decision that needs to be made, but either way, it's going to be something that's for the best and something that needs to be done. All right, one more clarifier card for Gemini, please. One more clarifier card, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull your self-care card for the video. One more clarifying card for Gemini, please. I feel like this one wanted to come out. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a lovely clarifier card, because the Ace of Pentacles is all about new opportunities, new business, you know, new possibility for financial, you know, success, and just a new start career-wise. So the fact that this is your clarifier card lets me know that this is a very career-oriented reading for you guys. And whatever choice you need to make that's affecting your love life and affecting your job, and that you know exactly what you need to do in order to make this decision. You know, you have everything you need to know in order to make this choice, and the choice that you're gonna make is going to bring in this new opportunity for growth and just new opportunities for for material success and stability. So you have this wonderful energy of a new start coming, a new possibility for you guys career wise. So yeah, I wish you guys all the best when it comes to that. I'm gonna pull a self-care card. So yeah, Gemini, 9 of Cups. So yeah, you're like wishing hard and you're just torn when it comes to something, but deep down you know exactly what needs to be done. You know what choice you need to make, and it's going to be for the better. Maybe the choice you're considering is leaving a new job and starting a new one, and you're like, well, what if the new job doesn't go how I want it to go? What if what if I'm leaving this job where maybe I've been here a while, I'm comfortable here, and I need, do I need to completely uproot and start a new job? And I feel like they're saying that there's a new possibility and that it's going to be for the better. So I feel like, yeah, you've been conflicted between 2 choices, and hopefully this has provided some insight, because your spirit guides really want you to know that better things are coming for you, and it might be, it's a good chance that there is time for a change when it comes to your career. All right, so self-care for Gemini. One self-care card for Gemini, please. What can help Gemini kind of clear their mind and get more centered so that they can receive this guidance a little bit better and have more peace of mind when making their decision? All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut the deck, and your self-care card, Gemini, is hydrate. So yeah, hydrate. This card is always so funny to me when it comes up, because every time it comes up it's like, oh yeah, I haven't drank any water in like all day. So yeah, so I feel like this card is very literal. You want to make sure to hydrate, but at the same time you could see that she's kind of like taking some time for herself, relaxing, letting the water flow around her. So maybe take a long bath, just really meditate on whatever decision you have to make, and you will know the right thing to do at the end. So just, just relax, meditate, deep breathe, take a long shower, just take some time to yourself to really contemplate and reflect on what you want, what's going to make you happy, and what's best for you. All right, Gemini, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. I hope it provided some insight and clarity for you guys. If it did, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to this channel. It would be an amazing help. All right, so Cancer. Let's get right on into Cancer. I love Cancers. My best friend is a Cancer. I'm a Cancer moon. So yeah, I'm very often in my feelings. All right, so what does the sign of Cancer need to know? Cancer is a very spiritual sign as well. Very in tune with their emotions. They're just like these sweet babies. What does Cancer need to know? We're going to be pulling a work, love, and spirit guide guidance card. So already you got the 3 of Pentacles for work. So maybe you're having to collaborate. Right, you got the Five of Pentacles in your love life. And it also kind of came out with the Eight of Pentacles, so I'll just put those two side by side. And one more card for your guidance card. The Eight of Pentacles came out for Gemini as well. So maybe you have some Gemini in your chart. All right, one more card for Cancer, please. What guidance do your spirit guides have for you? Sorry, they kind of just fly out my hands sometimes. It's weird because it's like, I can tell when they come out because they want to come out and when it's just my bad shuffling. So I'm sorry if sometimes it seems like a card comes out and I turn it around and, you know, give the message, and sometimes I just put it back because sometimes it really is just my hands, you know, not shuffling. I have very small hands, so I feel like a lot of the times cards just kind of come out of my hands. All right, so the Six of Cups for your guidance card. Okay, all right, Cancer. So for your work life, the Three of Pentacles. So this tells me that there's going to be a collaboration for you. You're going to be working in a team. Maybe wherever you work now, it's kind of like a team of people, or I just feel like you're gonna be working with somebody on something. And if this isn't resonating with you, it could be that it's a change that's gonna be coming. So maybe maybe your boss is gonna you know, be like, okay, you're gonna be working with so and so on this project, or maybe there's something that you want to accomplish. Maybe you want to start a new project, a new creative project. This is telling me that whatever you're hoping to achieve career-wise, that it's going to take you collaborating with someone, or it's going to take someone kind of assisting you or helping you, or maybe mentoring you in order to achieve that. So yeah, the Three of Pentacles is all about hard work and collaboration. So you're going to be working hard, and you're going to be working hard side by side with someone in order to achieve something career-wise. And then for your love cards, I'm sorry that the table keeps shaking. For your love card, you got the Five of Pentacles. So don't get scared. I know this card looks a little bit like sad, like very sad. And the Five of Pentacles is a card about hardship and, you know, just kind of like a rough patch. So maybe you've been going through a rough patch in your love life. Maybe you recently just got out of a relationship, or maybe you just had a recent kind of falling out with somebody, or a crush didn't work out exactly how you wanted it to work out. I just see that there's been a recent, you know, just hardship or period of hardship in your love life. So maybe you've been feeling like you're never gonna meet someone, like every time you fall for someone, you know, they end up hurting you, or you know, you never fall for the right people at the right time. Whatever the case is, the fact that the Eight of Pentacles came out right next to it, I feel like this is saying that, much like the spider, you know, focus on your web. And I know that's a very metaphorical sentence, but what I mean by that is I feel like the cards are saying to focus on yourself. Focus on what you want to achieve. Focus on making your home, you know, your home. Focus on reaching your goals. Focus on getting, you know, all your ducks in a row, and really working on yourself and just doing what makes you happy, and that once you do that, you know, that love is going to come into your life. I feel like these two cards coming out together, even though we didn't ask for a clarifier card, I feel like your spirit guides were just like, please let them know that even if they are going through a hardship, you know, in love, that it's not going to be like that forever, and that better things are coming, but right now is just a time where they need to focus on themselves. If you're in a relationship and you've been having some trouble, I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is just basically, you know, and you could probably take the same advice from that. Maybe if you're someone who puts a lot of their happiness on their partner, you know, I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is just saying that whatever your love situation may be, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, you want to make sure that you're content with, you know, your life and what you're doing first, you know, first and foremost. You want to make sure that you're happy and that you're achieving your goals and, you know, being the best version of yourself that you can be, not for someone else, but for yourself. So yeah, I feel like that's what this card is saying, that they really want you to know that if you're single, don't feel like you're going to be single forever. If you're in a relationship and it's kind of like a hard, you know, time for you guys, or maybe you're currently separated, or you're taking some time, whatever it is, your spirit guides want you to focus on yourself and to make sure that you're in alignment with you and your higher self and your higher consciousness. And that once that is in place, that whatever needs to happen romantically is going to happen, and you're going to meet the right person, or you will mend this relationship. You know, you just kind of have to take some time off and really work on yourself, and it's going to come. And then for your guidance card, you got the Six of Cups, which is a card about happiness and just remembering, you know, the good times, and maybe even reconnecting with people from your past. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. You know, it could be just reconnecting with old friends that you haven't seen in a long time. And I know with everything going on, it's a little bit hard to reconnect with people at the moment. But yeah, I feel like this card, they just want you to know that you are loved and you are admired and people really care about you. And the Six of Cups is all about, you know, happy childhood memories and just remembering the good blessings, you know, from your past. So I feel like they really want you to concentrate on friendships, on working on yourself. And then once you do that, everything else will fall into place. All right, Cancer, I'm going to pull a self-care card for you guys. So bad at shuffling sometimes. Some of these cards are hard to shuffle a certain way, and then I try the other way, and then they're kind of harder to shuffle that way. And anyway. Self-care card for my Cancer crabs. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. If no card pops out, I'm just going to pull one for you guys. Some self-care for the sign of Cancer. I feel like my shuffling is so off today. I'm sorry I keep talking about it, but I just feel like it's been all over the place. Self-care for Cancer. And you got health checkup. Very important. So when this card comes up, I'm always like, okay, all right. So this obviously came out for a reason. All right, so yeah, Cancer, I feel like if even if you haven't been feeling, you know, a little off or anything, it does not hurt to go in for a health checkup. You know, you just want to make sure that your physical body, your physical vessel is all healthy and everything, so that we can continue to move towards this, you know, these big, wonderful changes that are coming towards you. So yeah, this card is very, very self-explanatory, and you know, if it resonates with you, it does. If it, you know, doesn't, then it doesn't. But it's always a good card to remind us, you know, to take care of ourselves and to make sure we are treating our bodies, you know, as nicely as we can, you know, these bodies that we have while we're having this physical experience. So yeah. All right, Cancer, this has been your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to this channel. It would be so amazing and such a big help. Yeah, and I hope it resonated with you. Wish you the best of luck. And thank you guys so much for watching.